good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another Queries and Theories with myself, Amelia, and Jimbo. Hope everyone's well and keeping cool in this weather. Amelia, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Thank you. We was dancing away to the music. Jimbo, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Lucky to be with you two lovely ladies. And the
You
intro
are.
was fantastic.
I like the music. It's very catchy. I have to say. But before we kick off the show, let's have a look who's in the chat. We've got Vindaloo answering the question of do ghosts exist with the answer of depends how much you drink. Big up Vindaloo, hope you're well. Dragon D's Nuts says the answer is no, just saved you a couple of hours, you're welcome. A non-believer in the house. Good afternoon, Harmless Potato. I hope you're well. I've also pinned this to the top of the chat. Nominations are open for the Content Creator Awards. If anyone does want to nominate me for Best New Content Creator, it would be massively appreciated. Thank you very much. Big up Real Gooner, Pin-Up Girls. Ooh. And fellow Arsenal supporter Jimbo. Good afternoon, Jess. Hope you're well and doing good. Cassandra's here as well. Says, good afternoon, guys. Hope all's well. Do I believe in ghosts? Very much so. This is what we like to say. Someone coming in who's a believer already. So, yeah, we're going to just have a look through some pictures today, have a little chat about ghosties and take it from there. I've always said they don't exist until I saw one myself. Oh, anyone with ghost stories, put them in the chat, please, and we will have a look through them in a little while. I will save them. Sabozo, I have been doing queries and theories since the season was on, so it's nothing to do with the transfer window, but thanks for that really enlightening bit of information. Of course, there were ghosts. Patrick Swayze proved it. There you go. It's true facts right there. There we go. But just a bit of boring scientific explanations. Physicists say ghosts don't exist, and currently there's no proof that any part of a person continue on after death. However, many people claim to have seen ghosts. There are two scientific explanations for ghosts. One is that electromagnetic fields cause disturbances in people's brain signals, causing hallucinations, whilst the other blames that it's too low for humans to hear. The theory goes that certain frequencies, around 19 hertz, cause the human eyeball to vibrate slightly, causing optical illusions. Oh. 1 in 4 British people believe that a house can be haunted by some kind of supernatural being, and almost as many as 34% think that ghosts exist. 38% of British people are convinced they have seen something paranormal that unnerved them, but over half of them insist that the presence was friendly. Oh, that was a lot of information to take in. Amelia, have you ever seen a ghost?
Yes, I have.
Explain your ghost story.
We have a field opposite our house, and I was home alone while everyone was out, and I saw a ghost walking from the field over near my house. And it was just like a mist, but you could like see the human figure.
Whoa, spooky. So do you think it could have been someone that's been run over?
Maybe. Or killed over the field or something.
Or murdered in the field. Yeah. That's quite spooky. Oh, look at Stoke-on-Trent Spurs fan says, I'm a paranormal investigator. I have photos I've taken. I wish I would have known that. I'd have got you to email me some. So maybe we'll get you on the show at some point if you're up for that. I'd love to see what you've done. I'd love to do some paranormal investigating myself. The people who don't believe in ghosts or the afterlife are in for a shock. Exactly. Jimbo, have you ever seen a ghost?
Seen 2.
Oh.
2 together.
Were they doing rudy
He's too
things?
greedy.
Yeah.
Why'd you say typical?
Well, Amelia's seen 1. You had to have seen 2.
You know the story.
Were they making ghost babies?
What?
Were they making ghosty babies at the time?
When we saw, when we had the snooker all, I saw closed up. Everybody was out. I have told this story. Everybody was gone. I was cashing up, and I saw 2 people at the end of the snooker all. and they were just talking, a man and a woman. So I went up there, and they walked out in through the swing doors into the toilet area, and I shouted up to them, what are you doing in here? I've locked up, and went up there. When I went in, searched the toilets and the office, and there was no one there, no one at all. And then I found out, Jasper, I found out he's seen a ghost, I think. I found out the next day the two people had died in there, a man and a woman. They died, had heart attacks in the snooker hall at different times.
Oh, spooky. That is spooky. Stoke-on-Trent says they've got a photo they've taken of what they believe was an alien in a cornfield. Wow. Guna says ghosts of people who haven't accepted passing over yet. I definitely think that's a possibility. Big up Graham and Benji as well. He's just come in and says, hi, Kate, Jim and Amelia. Ghostbusters is based on a true story. I've sat opposite people and told them things I could never know. Also, you're a bit of a psychic. That's interesting. Did the ghost look like Casper?
No, they look like people. Just look like people.
I mean, I can't say I've ever actually seen a ghost. However, I've had ghostly experiences. I used to live in a house that was haunted, and you couldn't go in the back bedroom because it was freezing cold and it just didn't feel right. But when you went to bed, as you walked along the hall, the smoke alarms would go off without batteries in. The telly would turn on and off, and you would talk to the ghost. It'd stop, and then it'd come on. There was microwave. The microwave came on once when it wasn't plugged in. So loads of spooky things have happened, but I don't think I've ever actually seen a ghost. I'd like to see a ghost. I think I'd love to see a ghost, actually. Ben says apparently his house is haunted. My house is very warm, but my parents' bedroom, where the previous owner died, is freezing cold. I shiver every time I go in there. Oh, I don't think
that's spooky.
like that.
It does freak me out a little bit.
Yeah, I have a photo of a spirit of a deer. I have a photo of a spirit of a deer in Hanchurch Woods. Wow. And a pic I took of a demon. Oh my goodness, these are scary. I need to see these. Or you need to come on the show. That would be amazing. I'm a clairvoyant. I used to be ashamed to tell people, not now though, and that's true. Wow, that's really interesting. I've got a friend that does psychic readings as well. Big up Shemtown says, good afternoon, lovely Princess Kate, handsome Sir Jimbo, and beautiful Duchess Amelia. Hope you're well today. I ain't afraid of no ghost. I think there's so many people. I mean, it said 50% have claimed that they don't think it was scary, and 40%, just under 40%, say they've seen a ghost. In America, it's a lot higher, but then America's a lot bigger. I personally do believe in ghosts. I think we all do, don't we? Yeah, I think you do as well, Jimbo, didn't you?
That's what I've seen it, so I have to believe.
Yeah. Chang's been a member for 6 months. Sorry, big up, Chang. This isn't the second episode you missed last week's. We did one on cryptids like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster, and we did another one as well. So this is actually the 4th episode. But lovely to see you, Chang. I hope you're well, and thank you very much for the member chat. Go on, Jimbo, sorry.
Yeah, I was a bit of a skeptic before, but when I saw them two, it just completely changed me.
When you do a heart, you just basically do that.
You literally just do that.
They know what I mean.
Illuminati.
Maybe that's, or some alien thing. A picture of a spirit child on a swing. Ooh, spooky. I wouldn't say I believe, got to see it to believe it. Yeah, I think that's a lot of it. I mean, we watch a lot of Afternoon Drooler. Hope you're well, lovely. We watch a lot of paranormal programs, don't we, Jim? As some of the evidence is irrefutable, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Some things are just too weird.
Some things we've seen on doorbell cameras and people's house cameras, and what's the ones in the road, the traffic cameras. Some of the stuff that they've picked up is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I agree. Love Spurs says, I saw a man in my flat one night. Months later at a girlfriend's family, I was looking through pictures. I saw the man from my flat in a photo. It was her granddad. I'd never seen him before. He had died years before we met. Wow, that's amazing. Kate, I'm Jamaican and ghosts are real. Have you had any experience, Raymond? Let us know. Big up to Vindaloo, says this just keeps getting better. Are you
That
mocking
better?
us because you don't believe in ghosties, Vindaloo? Oh wow, spirit box sessions. We watch all those, don't we, Jim? We watch
Yeah, love
Destination
'em.
Fear. We used to watch, what's that one with Zach? Get Ghost Adventures, is it, or something?
Yeah.
We watch them all. I said to Jim I was going to get a spirit box, and he told me I'm not allowed.
The spirit box ones are my favourite.
Yeah. You don't let me do things though. I'd love to have one. Yeah, and you pick up voices from the other side. All Arsenal fans are ghosts. Well, they certainly disappear when they don't win the league, that's for sure. That's the short version, and even that gives me shivers. I'm not surprised. That's very, very spooky. What I did is I went through some photos on the internet of, they were the top ghost photos that have been basically, they've been scrutinized by experts and they've been validated that they haven't been tampered with. So I thought I'd bring up some of those pictures and we could decide if we think they're real or fake. I obviously have already looked through them and they're very, very, very good, some of them. Some of them you're probably seen because they're really famous. So water scrying, is that where you look through the water? Scrying is when you look in the mirror. So it's water where you look through, like into a reflection of a pool or something. Totally leaving. Yeah, go on, Jim.
I like the one where they put the headphones on and the blindfold.
Yeah, then, like sensory deprivation.
Yeah, and someone talks to the spirit and then it comes through the person. Oh, I love that.
Shem says, when I was 14 or 15, I was in bed facing the window and heard someone come into my bedroom, open and close the door, got into the bed and was so heavy that I had to grab the mattress to stop myself falling out. I assume you was going to buy it. Oh my God, that's terrifying. I don't think I'd like a ghost in bed with me.
Yeah.
It's bad enough having Jimbo, let alone having a ghostie as well. I believe in spirits. I see things. Drooler, explain. He says, and that had to grab the mattress to stop myself rolling down that side of the bed. I freaked out quickly, turned to see it was there, but no one was there. Freaked me out. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Can next week's episodes be, are the Kardashians aliens? No, because they're not, are they?
They're not.
They're not. They're fabulous, darling.
They are.
Yeah, get a black cup, then fill with water, spin water, then just ask questions and take photos of the water. Oh. So you get a black cup, fill it with water, and then make the water spin and ask questions, take photos, and you might see people in there.
Oh.
Have you ever seen anyone in there? It's really interesting. Big up Chang with another super chat, says, must have been unwell to have missed the other 2 episodes. They're on the channel. Make sure you check them out. They're good. I really enjoyed last week's one. We looked at Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, witches, all sorts of rumours. So, past lives. I wonder what I was in a past life. I reckon I was a princess.
So do I.
Or a queen, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe the queen. Big up, Aaron. Good to see you. They are definitely aliens. I've seen Men in Black 1 to 3. No, they're not aliens. Ghosts won't hurt you. They can't let go of life. That's how I feel. Or maybe they're trying to tell you something. If they've been murdered or something, maybe they're coming back to try to tell you. Kardashians aren't aliens. They're plastic AI robots with no brains.
That'd be so horrible to these fabulous darlings.
Yeah, and do you know what? They might have no brains, but they've got plenty of money, so they're doing something right. Exactly. Kate, you were a wench in a pub. No, that was in this life. That wasn't in my past life. That was in this life. I saw a demon-like face and a horse in the cup.
Do I have a black cup?
No, I bet they're mostly women in the chat. No, there's a mixture. I think if we worked it out, there's more males than females, actually. Daniel Levy's a ghost because you never hear from him. Yep. I once saw a cat turn into rat in seconds. Could not believe what I saw.
Oh, my God.
Like a shifter. Big up, Sarada. Yes, it's been a long time. What we do is every Thursday we do a show that isn't football. It's just a bit of fun and talking about mine and my niece's conspiracy theories. So yeah, today. It's about ghosties. It's just a break from the mundane football talk and what have you. I keep telling you we're a princess and Jimbo was a sir or lord. Jimbo is a lord, aren't you, Jimbo?
I am.
Why are you not bragging about it? That's what you do.
Yeah, you tell everyone you're a lord.
You go all bashful. You
Yeah,
gotta be like, I'm a lord.
He's had I bought a title for him for his 60th birthday. Worst mistake I ever made. Big up Invisible says, just making sure you're aware you won't be anywhere near Chelsea's top level next season. Well, we'll see, but I certainly think if you was to get Isak, you would be miles in front of us. Big up Courtney Kardashian, the absolute MILF. Big up Smithy. Hope Paris is fun.
She's our least
Smithy.
favourite.
Yeah, we don't like Courtney. We like Kim and Chloe. Yes, I am on Facebook. If you look for just a girl who loves Spurs, you'll find that's my page. So yeah, I am there. Yeah, just that a bit different, Sarada. Kate, in the past we were married. What you doing with Jimbo? There you go, Guna. You say, how can you fancy Jimbo more than me? Jimbo's getting it. It's because he's a lord.
Yeah.
Lord Jimbo of the quad. That's what he is. The honest answer is I don't know. I know that I don't know. That's all. Exactly. Which is good. It's quite nice to have an open mind and say you're not sure. There's a lot of Tottenham spirits outside the stadium still waiting for a cup. A lot of stuff happens here in my country of black magic, but I get disgusted. Whereabouts are you, Sarada? Let us know where you are. I know there's a lot of rituals and things. I like Chloe over the rest.
She is the best.
Yeah, she's savage, but she is funny. Kate, in the past, you were an Arsenal fan. No, that's not true. Kendall's the only cool one. We're just watching it from the beginning, so she's only about 13, isn't she?
Yeah, I think she might be 13 or 15.
Yeah.
But she doesn't get that interesting, Kendall.
No. My brother-in-law is a Chelsea fan. I can assure you that's not happening. I'll be in London. I had to fly back last night to do a shoot for JD this morning, Auntie Kate. You're going to be in JD Sports. That's so exciting. I'll ring Jimbo tomorrow. Yes, please do, Lee. In the afternoon, if you can, because it's my sister's birthday tomorrow, but they're going away for a few days in the afternoon. So give us a call. Jimbo's the man. You're lucky to have him, Kate. Sorry, big up Love Spurs. So yeah, this is the first picture. This is one of the most famous pictures.
What mine look like.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like you can see it, but it's like
misty. Yeah, like you can see through it. The portrait of the brown lady ghost is the most famous and well-regarded ghost photograph ever taken. The ghost is thought to be that of Lady Dorothy Townshend. It was rumoured that Dorothy, before her marriage to Charles, had been the mistress of Lord Walton. Charles suspected Dorothy of infidelity, although according to legal records, she died and was buried in 1726. It was suspected the funeral was a sham and that Charles had locked his wife away in a remote corner of the house until her death many years later. I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. I believe in it all, to be honest. I think that's probably real.
Yeah, it looks.
Because that's what the one I saw looked like.
I think that's a really scary picture.
Yeah.
If I saw that on the stairs, I'd wee my pants. I'm not going to lie.
I think it looks like Mary.
Well, yeah, because she's wearing those sort of clothes.
Yeah,
it's very
Virgin Mary looks like, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's real. Jim, do you think it's real?
Well, it looks real to me, but I'm not very good with how they do it with all this technology, fake pictures.
Well, these have all been properly scrutinised by experts, right? And this one, they said is the most. This was number one in the most famous, and they think this is the most real out of all of the photos ever taken. So for me, you're right. It does look like the Virgin Mary when you look at the face and all this. It does. But I think I think it's real.
So do I.
Jim, real or fake?
I'm going to go real.
There we go. So we're going to go real. Let us know in the chat what you think. Sarada says she lives in Malaysia. There was a killing once. This so-called witch doctor killed a policeman and she was sentenced to death but didn't die during the hanging. So what, does she haunt? Does she haunt everywhere? Oh,
She didn't die. And now she a ghost.
Well, they hung her and she never died.
yeah, but this was years ago, I believe.
Oh, so it's just their spirits.
Yeah, so it's like a theory.
In some countries, if you're put to death and you don't die, they let you go.
Do they?
That's what it's meant to be, yeah. But I can't see anyone getting executed and not dying. So that must be well spooky. Why are you laughing, Amelia?
Don't know.
Big up Taku says these days I only accept video recordings as evidence. Yeah, I get that. Sad thing is with modern technology now, if a friend took a picture of a ghost or one was on the news, everyone would shout AI or similar. Yeah, I mean, this was taken donkeys years ago, that one there. They tried for years. Finally, she repented and died in prison. The wardens were scared. They kept trying to kill her and she wouldn't die.
Oh, God.
That's so scary. Perhaps she was actually a witch. My God. That actually gives me the... Oh, it does. That actually gives me the proper creeps. I'm not going to lie. The second picture...
So do we not find out if it's real or not?
Well, these are all classed as real.
Oh.
These are classed as real. I'm just asking if we think they're real.
I thought that was right.
No, because they can never say 100% because everyone will always argue that they're not. Vindaloo says, I saw myself asleep once, told the old man about it. He told me to stop drinking. This is Lord Combermere. This photograph of the Combermere Abbey Library was taken in 1891 by Sybil Corbett. The figure of a man can faintly be seen sitting in the chair to the left. His head, collar and right arm on the armrest are clearly discernible. It is believed to be the ghost of Lord Combermere. He died in 1891, having been struck and killed by a horse-drawn carriage. At the time Sybil Corbett took the above photo, Combermere's funeral was taking place 4 miles away.
Now this one, right? How could they couldn't fake it in them days, I'm sure.
No.
They wouldn't have had the technology.
1891.
Yeah.
I mean, you can
What is he holding?
Where?
What is that pole there?
That's a lamp, isn't it?
Oh.
But I mean, what's he holding?
You can't see his legs, can you? Only the top half of his body.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is why I said you can never say whether they're 100% real because you'll always get people come out and say it's a double exposure. But I think this is really convincing. The fact that it was taken on the day of his funeral makes it twice as spooky. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I can definitely see him. I think they're all real, to be honest.
You haven't seen them all yet?
No, I haven't.
But you might see one where they go woo on the street and you've just said they're all real.
No, because I haven't seen him yet, but I think he's real.
He's got a really grumpy face as well. Do you reckon he knows he's dead?
I think it looks like he's looking away. Like.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well,
it
it could
looks
be.
that's his hairline.
Yes, you're right. It could
and that's
be.
his hat, so it looks a bit like he's like that.
Jim, do you think this is real or fake?
I think it's real because of the age of it. I don't see how they couldn't fake it. So yes, I'm going to go real.
It's too obvious if in every single one you can see a face.
Yeah.
I think then you're like, oh, it might not be real. But if you can't see the face, then
yeah, you're right. Peter Sellers was trounced dead on operating table and watched his body from above, but then came back as it wasn't his time. I've had a lot of people say that they've had like where they've died on the operating table and then come back and they saw themselves. That's a really common theory that you sort of hover above your body, isn't it?
I've spoken to my nan in my sleep when I've been asleep in my dream, and it's so convincing. When I woke up, I really thought I was with my nan.
Yeah. Well, they do say when you go to sleep, if you talk to your loved ones that have passed, that you are actually having a conversation with them. but it tricks you that you're asleep, kind of thing.
Mm.
I've had conversations with Gramps before and thought I've seen him at the end of the bed, and maybe I was seeing him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm washing up, I have a silhouette standing beside me. Oh, behind me. Does it make you feel scared, Drew Lala, or do you think it's a guardian angel?
And do you know who do you think it is?
Yeah, because sometimes I feel like Gramps is with me. It's like Jim. He was he nearly fell asleep at the wheel, and he was crashing on the motorway on the M25, and he was going into the central reservation, and something woke him up. And you think it was your nan, right?
I think it was my nan. Yeah, I still to this day, this happened 20 odd years ago.
Yeah.
And I still to this day, right, I forget things from them back then, but that is so vivid in my mind, and I'm convinced my nan woke me up. Convinced.
Yeah, I think you do get guardian angels from the other side intervene if they need to. And she was obviously sort of saying, look, it's not your time. You need to get married and have a baby called William. And I do believe that. And it's like, shut up, dog. It's like when our jug went missing in our house and then it came back. I'm still convinced that was my granddad messing about. Jim, if you get headaches, that's because the past are trying to communicate. Oh, that's interesting. My cats always look up to the ceiling and stare. We get that, don't we, Jim? In our old house, they used to sit, and there's just one corner of our house. They used to just sit there and the dog and just stare at it as if someone was on the ceiling.
Oh my God.
Which is actually a little bit spooky.
Yeah.
Big up, Matt. Hope you're well. Good to see you.
Right, Matt.
See you for a while. But yeah, very spooky. I love all these spooky stories. Yeah, cats can sense things like when you're sick. Yeah, or when you're pregnant, they put their heads on your tummy, and dogs. Sometimes our minds wonder that's all it is. Yeah, well, that's, some people believe that. I personally think that there is something there. It's definitely interesting. I'd love to know one way or the other, but there's too much evidence out there for me that doesn't add up. So animals and children can see people. Yeah. Queries and Theories falls on Halloween this year. Coincidence?
Oh, I didn't know that.
We'll have to do a special for that
Yeah.
one. Perhaps we'll do a live spirit box session.
Oh my God, yeah.
Could do, couldn't
Do
we?
it with Grandpa's chair.
Yeah. Do it with Grandpa's chair. We could see if it's haunted, but what if someone comes through that ain't Grandpa? I'm not having it in that room.
You got to tell the people the story now of the chair.
Well, no, it was a chair that belonged to my granddad's dad. Is that right? Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Is that your great granddad?
Yeah, and you think it's haunted?
It just sits in the room, and because it's so old, it just looks haunted. And every time I say it, my mum's like, "It's not haunted. It's Grandpa. It's Grandpa's chair." But I'm like, "Well, I didn't know him."
Yeah, I didn't know him.
No.
And so, but he was apparently a good man. But that doesn't mean it's not haunted.
But
it might still be haunted.
It looks haunted, doesn't it?
It does look a little bit
It
haunted.
looks like something in a horror film.
It's a spooky old chair.
It's in our bedroom.
And you just covered it in pillows.
It's in our bedroom because Amelia didn't want it in her bedroom.
Oh, no, it doesn't go with the decor.
Decor? Doesn't go with the decor. Hi all, has anyone seen the photo of a demon on the shoulder of an ex-drug addict? It was a photo taken with his wife, taken in the early 90s. Very convincing. Never seen it. Never ever seen that, but that's interesting because it's like the what do you call it? It's like when you've got the good and the bad on your shoulder and you've got to make the choice.
Yeah.
Hanging in there with how shit and boy in England are, but not really a surprise. No, agreed. Please do smash the like button, everyone. It does help the channel. I've sent you photos of pictures I've taken on paranormal investigations. Okay, I will have a look at those. I can't even watch horror films with ghosts in. It freaks me out. Oh, we do love a horror film, don't we, Jimbo?
Love it, but I always end up screaming. If I go to the cinema, I have to hold my mouth because they all make me jump.
Such a melt.
There is someone we know who doesn't watch horror films though.
Amelia.
It's too scared, aren't you?
We got her to watch one with us.
I just don't like it because I feel like some of them are very realistic to actually happening. I think that's what it is. I'm like, oh my God, if that actually happened, and I know I'll just think about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it, because The Exorcist, like, what do you call it? I didn't sleep for ages. It really frightened the crap out of me. This is meant to be a true story. Kate, I was talking to my mum and told her about seeing a coffin in our basement. I was 4. She said it was her dad and I hadn't been born. Of course you can tell. I love freaky stories. Put whatever you want in the chat, please. I like them, Serena, if you get what I mean, like going on a roller coaster. I can't watch them on my own though, especially at night. That's Jimbo. He can't either. He gets
I
the
will not
proper
watch a
wind
horror
up.
film on my own.
Where did you send the photos? I haven't got them. So you have to let me know where you sent them, because they haven't come through, as far as I know. Ouija boards are another one, originally made as a game, now used to communicate. Have seen one spell out my dad's middle name that no one doing it knew, and it's a very unusual name.
Oh my God.
I
Do you know what,
that.
Love Spurs? I will never, ever, ever play with one of them.
No,
Never.
I love spooky stuff, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't play with one, because you don't know what you're dredging up.
I wouldn't even have one in the house.
No, I agree. Have you saying telling spirits to go to the light? It's a step to reincarnation. I was told this by a spirit. Yeah, I mean, a lot of horror films, they say it, don't they? Follow the light, follow the light. Horror and romantics, love stories, thrillers, and action, the best. I can't watch horrors. I get fed up with a woman always running into trouble despite being told not to, and she always falls over. They say, go and sit, don't get out the car, and she just gets out the car every time. But we watched The New Strangers, didn't we? And it was the man that wasn't doing what he was told.
Yeah, and he ran and he fell over in the woods.
Yeah, silly arse. I'll have to look after the show. I couldn't see them. Druda says, I'm not scared. I think it's my nan. My best friend's mum's a spiritualist, and she said we all have it in us to speak to spirits, but a lot of us don't know how to. She's brilliant. My mum was told when she went to a spiritualist that her youngest daughter is psychic, which is me, but I've never really tried to develop it.
Well, your mum's a witch, so she should know.
Yeah, I'd like to do tarot cards. I wouldn't mess with anything paranormal, even if I didn't believe in it at all. Yep, sensible. Vindaloo says, I travel a lot. Years ago, I was in Whitley Bay and my company got me a place where I was asleep. The lights kept coming on. So before I went to bed, I sellotaped the switches. Guess what? They all came on. So I got my money back for the sellotape. Ouija board is bad shit. I was possessed by one. No way. Oh my God.
We've got to get him on the show.
Definitely. Would you come on, Stoke-on-Trent Spurs fan, and talk to us about it, please? So there's a late night radio station. They tell horror stories. Calling. A lady called in and was crying because she was on the highway and had an accident. She was trying to tell the radio host to help. Turns out, when the radio host called, the accident happened hours later. The woman pronounced dead in the crash. Oh my God. So she called it. Oh.
So she called it before it happened.
Yeah.
They got the call before it happened. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
I imagine many people have died in the homes we live in or the ground. Our homes are built on scary thought. Yeah, like ancient burial grounds. She told me the same, that I have a gift. I know I have it, but don't tune into it. What's your Facebook group called as well? I'll be interested to have a nosy. The next photo, let's find it, is this one. This one gives me the heebie-jeebies. Reverend Ralph Hardy, a retired clergyman from White Rock, British Columbia, took this photo in 1966. Upon development, a shrouded figure climbing the stairs appeared, seeming to hold the railing with both hands. Experts, including some from Kodak, who examined the original negative, concluded that it had not been tampered with. It's been said that unexplained figures have been seen on occasion in the vicinity of the staircase, and unexplained footsteps have also been heard.
They're not on the stairs.
No, they're like here, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not on the stairs.
But what do you think?
I don't know about this one.
You think this could be fake? See, you said that I believe they're all real before looking.
No, because it's like they're saying it's climbing the stairs, but it's not.
No, it's kind of leaning.
It's almost like it's got like a cramp or something. It's holding on to something.
It's got cramp.
Yeah.
Can ghosts get cramp, do you reckon?
I've never been a ghost myself.
Jimbo, do you think this one's real?
See, it's because of the year. I think it would be very hard for them to do anything with these photos. So yeah, I do. Especially if Kodak examined it,
Yeah.
and the negative and concluded
They
it
used to
hadn't been
make
tampered
cameras.
with.
Oh yeah. What was the person?
No, Kodak was cameras.
Yeah.
So you saying real, Jimbo?
I'm going real.
I'm going real 1,000,000% on this
Look
one.
at the
'cause I
face.
think
Look,
it's
the
really
face is
scary.
all like,
Where's the face?
yeah, it's all
it's
like
a hood
blurry.
in there. I think it looks like.
I don't know. It's not the actual picture. I think it's fake. I think it's the description because it's not climbing the stairs.
But if it was supposing it was a spiral and it went down there, they could have been climbing up that way. And we just
Oh
can't see
yeah,
it.
that's a good point.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's
How
not
do
on
we
the
know?
stairs.
Yeah, but if the stairs went down that way,
How are they going to go?
I don't know. Well, I think it's real.
It's probably a real photo, but I don't know the description.
So do you agree? Or do you think real or fake?
I think the photo's real, but not the description.
Okay.
I don't know.
It scares me, that one, because it reminds me in Ghost in the film where the bad spirits drag him away, and that's what they look like to me. I don't like it. It gives me the willies. This one is another one. A strange legend surrounds a railroad crossing just south of San Antonio, Texas. The intersection of roadway and railroad tracks, so the story goes, was the site of a tragic accident in which several school children were killed, but their ghosts linger at the spot and will push idled cars across the track, even though the path is uphill. Some girls had recently been to the crossing to test the legend, took some photographs. Inexplicably, a strange transparent figure turned up in one of the photos. Now, we see a program on this, Jim, where they put the car level and the hill is like that, but they put the car on, then got out of it, and the car got pushed up the hill. So even if they had the handbrake on, it would go backwards. But what do you think of the photo?
I mean, I believe these ones. That's what I saw.
That's like what you saw.
Yeah, they're like misty, but you can tell that it's a figure.
Yeah. So do you think that's a real photo?
Yeah. And I agree with them when they've died in a certain place.
Yeah,
they're gonna stay there, aren't they?
Yeah. Jimbo, what about this one?
Yeah, it looks real to me.
Yeah, I'm going real as well. And the fact that the program we watched showed that actual road, which is uphill, but the cars roll up, it's impossible. They said it goes against physics for that to happen.
We've seen actual videos of the cars going up the hill and with nobody inside the car.
Yeah. Dan Davenport's here, big up Dan, says, hi Kate and Jim, near where I live between Oxfordshire and Warwickshire, Edge Hill near me is rumoured to be haunted. Some people have rumoured to have heard the old battleground. Seen programs about that as well, haven't we, Jim? Seen soldiers. Do you remember that one where the soldiers were walking through the woods?
No.
Oh, that was on not long ago. Bluebell Hill crash, Google that and the stuff that's gone on since. That's what I mean. There's so much evidence out there for it to all just be poppycock. Okay, that witch doctor cut up the policeman and cooked his flesh, served it as a masjid, as charity. Oh, Mona Fendi. I'm going to have to look at that later. Mona Fendi. That is awful. Yeah, it was. Sorry, I was just reading the football chat. Bluebell Hills in Kent. I think I've been there. Do they have the Bluebell Railway there? Because that's what I've been on that train. If they do. But right, next there is I think there's one of these pictures that I didn't think looked that real. This is another one. This photograph was taken in 1963 by Reverend Lord at Newby Church in North Yorkshire. It has been a controversial photo because it is just too good. The shrouded face and the way it is looking directly into the camera makes it look like it was posed, as in a clever double exposure. Yet supposedly the photo has been scrutinised by experts who say the image is not the result of a double exposure. The Reverend Lord has said of the photo that nothing was visible to the naked eye when he took the snapshot of the altar, yet when the film was developed, standing there was this strange cowled figure.
I don't believe that.
Oh, Amelia's saying fake this one.
It looks like Scream.
It does look a bit like Scream, and it looks a bit like the Elephant Man
And
as well.
I don't really believe them when you can see their faces well.
And why would he have that on his face?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jimbo, what do you think? Real or fake this one?
I don't know. It's
Like Scream, but they're like that.
Yeah.
If you can see straight through it as well. That's a weird one. I don't know. I'm a bit on
Looks
the
like
fence. with this.
foldable.
I'm going to go with Amelia here and say fake on this one.
I'm going to agree. I think this one's fake as well. It looks too tall. It looks like it could well be double exposure. It looks staged and set up to me.
Yeah, there's no way you're catching one that good.
No. This is so true. Derek Akora, you know, was the one on Most Haunted, and there's no way that that's real. Fake, says Vindaloo. I've seen it. Oh, I'll have a look. Thank you. But yeah, that's definitely one that I think is a fakey one. But they're right. There's so much money in it, and that's why a lot of people think it's a load of rubbish. This one, this photo was taken sometime around the year 2000 in Manila. According to the Ghost Research Society, 2 girls were out for a walk one warm night. One of them entreated a passing stranger to take a photo of them using a cell phone. The result is shown here with a transparent figure seeming to tug on the girl's arm with a firm or friendly grip. If it's genuine and untouched, it certainly qualifies as one of the best ghost photos.
Where's the play?
You can't really see it. All you can see is the grip. And then
you can see the shoulder.
And they look kind of naked. I'm not
Yeah.
going to lie, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know if I believe this one either, to be honest. It's like it could happen, but I feel like you'd feel something. Surely, like the girl would like come forward and say, "Oh yeah, I felt it." But
and if you look, I don't know. The hand to me doesn't look right. It looks almost skeletal.
It's not like going around her arm. It's sort of just place. It looks like edited.
I think this one's edited as well. I don't believe in this one.
No.
I don't believe in anything about it. You can't see enough of the thing. It looks like it's naked.
There's no head.
That looks like a gremlin.
Yeah.
The head. And the hand placement don't look right.
No, it's like that under the arm, not like gripping.
No.
Why in a photo would you grip someone's arm like that?
Yeah, I agree. Have you seen an old photo of a family with the dead man hanging behind them? I have, Aaron. I have. Jimbo, what do you say about this one?
Oh, I have to read it. Hang on.
Oh, Jimbo's reading. I wouldn't have to read it. I could just tell if I thought it was fake. Yeah, we have to wait half hour now. Hanging fingers scare me the most, Aaron. Yeah, that's like The Conjuring. And... yeah, no, The Conjuring, where the witch is hanging from the tree. Oh, my God, that's so scary. You should watch that. We should watch that. No thanks.
That's proper spooky, that one.
What do you think? Real or fake?
We went to
I think real.
Do you?
Oh, that looks proper spooky. I don't like that one. Get it off the screen.
We think it's a fake one, this one.
Oh, it looks horrible.
Yeah, but don't you think the hand looks too placed? I just don't believe this one at all.
It looks like he's trying to grab her boob.
And he's naked.
It looks like he's got like a nappy on.
They've got really long fingers. No, I don't agree with this one.
No, I don't either.
I don't like that one. That's horrible.
I cannot. Do you know what? I'm looking at my photos. I'm looking at my messages, and I haven't got any message from you. Stoke-on-Trent. Nothing's come through. I don't understand why I haven't got them, but I have not got a message from you, unfortunately. But there is an email address, justagirlwholovespurs@gmail.com if you want to email them there. So Jim's going real this one, and we're going fake. Yes, it is very haunted, they reckon, the maze where all Henry VIII's wives were killed. Steve says real.
Yeah, I think it looks real.
Could be real. Is that a nappy? Is that a nappy though? That's what I think it looks like. A man wearing a nappy.
In the old days, years and years and years ago, like they used to wear things around there.
Yeah, but look at the girls; they're dressed up to the nines.
Yeah, but it might have been a ghost from hundreds of years ago. They used to wear things around there.
Only if they were sumo wrestling.
No, if you look back at years and years ago, they wore things like that.
What
did
nappies?
Cooper say?
Coover said, is that photo cropped? If not, it's clearly been set up. Capture a third person on the right where the ghost image is. It has been cropped. I cropped it a little, but not a lot. Only really the background. I think it's fake as well. Definitely fake.
I just want to say, I hope Coover's feeling better. I haven't spoken to him.
Yeah, big up, Cooves. Hope you feel better. I hope you're doing brewing bollocks today. Kate, have you ever wondered who thought of the idea if you were a witch, you would float? If you didn't, you weren't a witch.
Well, you was cattle, weren't you? You was cattle trucked. Either way.
They would wear loincloths back in the day.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's the word I was looking for.
This is another one. Cemetery ghost baby. A woman named Mrs. Andrews was visiting the grave of her daughter in a cemetery in Australia in around 1946. Her daughter Joyce had died a year earlier in 45 at the age of 17. Mrs. Andrews saw nothing unusual when she took this photo, but when the film was developed, she was astonished to see the image of a small child sitting happily at her daughter's grave. The ghost child seems to be aware of Mrs. Andrews since he or she is looking directly at the camera.
So is this her daughter as a child or just a random
No,
kid?
she said it wasn't her daughter. It was just a child.
I don't know. In fact, that just looks like an average baby on the internet that you could just put on there, to be honest.
This was taken
and it's holding
in the 40s.
Flowers, is it not?
I don't know.
It looks like he's wearing a big white dress.
Right, Richard.
Yeah, big up, Richard. We're not doing any football chat today, but next time we're on, we'll answer your question, I promise. Jim, do you think this is real?
No.
I don't.
Okay, no, I don't think this one's real. It doesn't look convincing at all. And if you look at the baby, right, you can kind of see through the baby a bit. But if you look at the stone,
the head,
well, if you look at the headstone,
yeah,
you can see through the head. You can see through the headstone as well.
The arm is behind the stone. That's not right.
Yeah, I agree that this one's fake as well because the baby's solid until near the bottom when they've kind of faded a bit. It just doesn't look right. Love Spurs agrees. Yeah, I don't agree with that one either. I think that's a fakey. See, there are some that I said to you might think are fake. And these were in the top. Oh my God, why do I keep doing that? These were in the top ghost photos ever taken. This one. This photo was taken in Australia in 1959. What does not seem to be a trick of light and shadow is a human form, semi-transparent, wearing what looks like a long white dress. Most curious, though, the figure seems to be holding something in the manner that person holds a camera. One possibility is that this is a double exposure of a living person. If it is not, and that is a spirit captured on film, then a number of questions arise, such as what is the entity looking at and why? Did they have cameras and binoculars in the afterlife? Or is this an instance of a time slip in which the camera has recorded the scene from a different time?
She's playing the flute or something. You know what I mean?
To me, it looks like she could be holding a bird or something, or smelling something. But what do you think?
I don't know. It seems a bit too like... I think it's more real when they're not looking at the camera.
Yeah.
So I might say real, but I'm not fully convinced.
See, behind her, it looks like wings, angel wings, but I think that's a tree. So you're going to say real for this one?
Yeah, but I'm not fully convinced. So I'm going to say real.
Jimbo, what do you think?
Well, I think to myself, they do say that sometimes you catch things from different timeline where things linger. When if you do something, they like sometimes they say you might see someone, but it's from a different timeline where they've lingered. But I'm not convinced with this one, not at all. No.
So you're saying fake?
This and the baby one, they're the two least convincing for me.
I don't think this is real either. I'm going with Jimbo. I think it could be a double exposure. I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me. I'm not sure why. I still haven't had anything to my email either, which is annoying.
Might just be a weird shaped tree. You know when you like look at your curtains sometimes,
Yeah,
you see like a figure.
Yeah, it could be. Coof says, I'm still recovering, but it's taking much longer than it should because they were complications. All will be well in time. Thanks, Kate and Jim. Sending you a big kiss, Cuba. This is too scary for me. I won't be going to sleep today. Please do football transfers. Next time we will, I promise. I think this one's real. There's simply nothing there that's out of the ordinary, and the dirt, tree, and leaves just happen to form an image. Yeah, exactly. That's what you said. Could just be the thing. It's a bloke in a dress. Might be Jimbo. Smash the lights up, peeps. Thanks, Jess. Is it Eddie Izzard? Nothing would surprise me anymore. What's the next one? This one. This amazing photo was taken by photographer and graphic designer Neil Sandback in 2008. Neil was photographing some scenic shots at a farm in Hertfordshire, England, as part of a project for wedding stationery. The couple planned to have their wedding held here. Later, Neil was astonished when he examined the digital photo on his computer. There, as if peeking round a corner at him, is a ghostly white, almost glowing figure of what looks like a child. Neil says he is certain there was no one there at the time.
I'd say maybe.
Maybe. It looks bald. It looks like an alien to me.
He looks like a person with a baby's head. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if that's a child, it's a scary looking child. That actually freaks me out a little bit. But Jim, do you think this is real or fake?
I don't know. Yeah, I think Love Spurs might be right. Doesn't look. It's not convincing, is it? It just looks like a person there. And all right, Leo. And they took a bad photo of someone, like blurry.
It's real.
Doesn't convince me, this one.
I actually am a little bit on the fence with this one. I'm not sure what I believe. Because sorry. It looks like an alien, but it's glowy, but it's not see-through. I don't know. I think this is fake.
Yeah. It's not convincing, is it?
Yusuf thinks this is real. Big up, Leo. Good to see you. It's Daniel Levy. See, it definitely looks bald.
He's after your wallets.
Yeah. I'm going to go fake with this one, I think.
Same.
Are you going fake, Jimbo?
I think I am going fake, yeah, with that one.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. I think this is the last one. Yeah, it is. This one is Sefton Church is an ancient structure in Merseyside. According to Brad Steiger's Real Ghosts, Restless Spirits and Haunted Places, where this photo was found, there was only one other photographer in the church beside the person who took this picture. Neither of them recalled seeing the ghost or any flesh and blood person standing there who could account for this image. Because this figure is all in black, it has been theorised that the apparition could be that of a church minister. Jim, what do you think about this one?
If you look at him, he looks like he's got a white, or is that the line in the
collar.
background?
No, it looks like he's got a collar on.
I'm going to go with this one. If there was only two of them in the church and they're convinced there was no one else in there, I'm going to go real with this one. Okay. And it makes sense in a church. If a church minister was in that church for years and died, they'd still be around there.
If it's 2008, why is it in black and white? It doesn't look like something you take a photo of. Oh, that was the other one. I was going to say this isn't 2008. Amelia, do you think this is real or fake?
I don't know. I'm not convinced.
I do think it looks like it could be a clergyman. That he could be wearing the robe and the white collar. I'm going real with this one.
Yeah.
I don't know. That ankle looks very big compared to the other.
See you later. Maybe he had water retention.
I don't know. I'm not convinced.
You think this could be fake?
Maybe, yeah.
Wow, Amelia thinks this one's fake. Like I said, that for as many people... Oh, did it have a shadow? Oh, it has got a shadow. That's a good point.
Oh, yeah.
Do ghosts have shadows? Fake. I didn't even know
Yeah,
this.
well spotted, Ed.
The trouble is, as with clairvoyant, the fakes always get more attention than the true ones. I will never believe we just get bored, then disappear for good. No, me neither. That's a really good point.
Ghosts have shadows?
I don't think ghosts have shadows, but this one does.
I don't think they're meant to.
Oh, what's this? This is what I've just been sent. Family snap is photobombed by ghost of a woman.
Can you put it on
Is
the
this the
screen?
one? Well, no, I can't. I'd have to do it another time. So did you take that photo? That's weird. There's, I don't know if you can see, but there's a girl there, but in the background, can you see?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Shit.
that's really spooky. Oh, that's really spooky.
Shush.
So that's obviously you that took the photo. Yes, I got the email. Thank you. The face that's what it's supposed to be like. Looks like it could be a cup on the shelf behind.
I still don't like this one. I'm not convinced.
Yeah, it could be. So there was a few there that we thought were real, but there's a few there that we thought were a fake. And like Guna just said, was it Guna that said the fake ones will always get more attention than the real ones? And it's like these people that say they can talk to ghosts, like Derek Akora, who's dead now, but he was obviously a con merchant doing it for the telly. So people always say that they're focused on the bad ones. Like I think Sally Morgan can really talk to people. You know, we went to see her, Jimbo.
Yeah.
But
Derek Akora ain't come back, has he? And like spoke to anybody. So
we don't know. He might speak to his wife. As if they didn't have a row and aren't talking to each other. But my granddad used to always say to us, if there's life after death, I will make sure I come back and you will know it's me. And to this day, although I get feelings he's there, I've never had anything that conclusively says that he's come back.
We've had things happen in the house.
Yeah, but nothing conclusive where you go, that's definitely granddad.
No.
That
happened in the house with the jug going missing and then just returning. And
I mean, if you could, Jimbo, would you like to have the ability to speak to people on the other side?
No, thank you. I
would.
Would you? I would too.
I would.
But the thing that would scare me is that you can't pick and choose. You might like say, oh, I want to speak to Gramps and talk to him, but then someone evil might come through and you can't just say, no, I don't want to talk to you.
Well, you can.
You can, but they still would keep pestering. You can't switch them off.
Talk to them for 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I don't think they know that.
Just do a phone call up to Ghost World.
Phone call to Ghost World. Some of these psychics sort of say that sometimes they're all shouting at them at once, and I couldn't cope with that. I get enough of that in the real world, let alone in spirit land. I don't know. I would quite like to be able to do it. Kate, a clairvoyant can't always get attachment to the spirit world. You should never just make it up, and that happens. The only time I talk to spirits is when they're too expensive. I'd like to know the exact date I'm going to die, like an expiry date. Oh no!
Oh my God, I would want to know that. Thank you.
I kind of would, because then I'd want to get everything done before that date. But at the same time,
yourself up to die.
Yeah, and you know that you haven't got long left.
Yeah, because imagine they say, "Oh, you've got a week left."
Yeah, I don't think I'd like that. No, I don't think I would. Anyone can channel into the other side, but there's a warning to it, of course.
I don't want to be like a bit of bread with an expiry date.
A bit of bread. You could never be a bit of bread, Amelia. Have a hard enough time talking to live people. Live people don't want to talk to dead ones. Big up, Erwin. Hope you're well. Myself personally don't believe in ghosts. There's nothing that would convince me. Oh, you should never say that. Say it might come down and make you really believe. A lot of ghosts in the England squad. Very true. I've had some mad stuff happen at our old house that I can't explain, but I still don't believe in ghosts. I love mysterious and creepy stuff, though. Me too, Cougar Bear. Kate, you just hit the nail on the head. You have a guide and they control who comes through depending who you're connecting for. Oh, yeah, because Derek Akora used to say his guide was Sam. I'd hate to die just after I've done all my housework. Yeah, what a waste of time that'd be, wouldn't it? I'm just ending the poll. I want to see what the answer was. 48% believe in ghosts, 31% don't believe in ghosts, and 19% say they're not sure. That's quite a good figure, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it means a lot of people got open minds, which is good. I like it. Big up, Robbie. Good to see you, young man.
Robbie.
First thing that comes to mind when I think of a seance is that Fools and Horses scene with Elsie Partridge. Yeah. I am here. That's so funny. If there was life after death and you had the chance to haunt someone, would you do it? Yes.
Yeah.
Jim, would you?
Yes, 1,000,000%.
Oh, I'd be vile. I'd move things
That'd be
and
horrible.
really wind
I'd
them
get
up.
a baseball bat and whack him around the head or something.
Whack them with a baseball
They'd
bat.
just see a floating bat.
You could go and do all sorts of things, couldn't you? You could go and see David Beckham get undressed.
Oh, lovely.
But you wouldn't be able to touch him, would you? Because you're a ghost.
I don't need to.
Just watch. But you could really wind people up. I'll probably die the day before Spurs win the trophy. That would be my luck. If I can come back after I die, some people are really going to get it. Gareth Southgate's a ghost. Jude Bellingham's a ghost. My guide is my mum. She's ruthless and protective towards me. A clairvoyant will never advertise and charge. They ask for a donation. Yeah, a lot of people say that. That's how it should be, but there's a lot of people out there that prey on sort of people that are grieving, and they prey on them to get money.
Yeah.
It's all wrong. It's
No
all
scruples.
wrong. Yeah, and it's very hard to find a good clairvoyant as well. I would like a reading done with a really good clairvoyant, a proper one, not just. I've had one done before that was good, and I've had one done before that was awful, and nothing made sense. My friend's mum can speak to spirits. She predicts things too. I went to her when I was pregnant 29 years ago, and she started crying. She didn't want to tell me why, but I wanted to know. Did she tell you, Drew Lala? Preying on grief is about as low as it gets, 100%. But like Guna said, these people that don't believe, I don't like it when they sort of get like preachy to people who do believe, because a lot of people get comfort from it, and there's nothing wrong with it. And if it isn't true, then it's not hurting anyone. Kate Ghost is a personal bodyguard. Yeah, I like to think it's a guardian angel. Yeah, someone that's going to make sure you're all right. I would think mine would be Gramps. Jim's would definitely be his nan.
Yeah.
Who do you think yours is?
Gramps.
Yeah, I think Gramps is watching over all of us, actually. I was charged 60 quid and started to tell her about her family, and they were ashamed of her. She stopped doing it. Ah. What would be your ghost greeting if you were a ghost? Boo, what's up? Hey, ugly. Mine would be, whoa! Like that. So it'd be a little bit scary.
What's up, bitch?
What would yours be, Jim?
Don't know.
That's not a very good greeting. I don't know.
Don't know what it'd be. I think I'd just watch.
Yeah,
and
you
move
talk
things.
to
Yeah, move things.
The only way to tell if a clairvoyant is real, really, is through recommendations. People that can say they've used them and they've been brilliant. It's like religion to me. It's mumbo jumbo, but if people believe, that's their choice. Exactly. That's how I feel as well. Did you get I got an email of one photo. Yes, I did. She said I would not pass 20 weeks, and in 19 weeks I lost the baby. Oh, Drula, that's so sad. I think people should believe in whatever they like as long as it makes them happy. What's up? Yeah, what up? Mine would be, you still haven't won a trophy. But no, I think it's an interesting subject. I think it's been an interesting show because a lot of people have had experience, a lot of people don't believe, and that's fine. I just think it's nice to have an open mind. Yeah. But if I'm a ghost, I'm coming back haunting everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, watch out, because watch out, Kate is about. Jim, anything you want to add before we close up the show?
Just enjoyable show. I like to see people's answers and responses to the photos, and I enjoy that.
Yeah.
The different people say.
We may well be back. Might do a show Well, we'll definitely be back Monday, but we may do one over the weekend. We'll see. Can you imagine the football terrorist doing this? Go on, Kate, make him. Oh, do you know what? He's too professional. I like my channel to be a little bit different, so that's why we do this once a week. 'Cause it's just a break from the football. My dad went down to 6 stone. We nearly lost him. My mum sent for some holy water and a slice of apple from an ancient healing tree, which was sent over. And no lie, my dad started healing. Oh my God. I mean, our Greek friend, his dad was a priest. And he was an exorcist as well, wasn't he, Jim?
Yeah.
And he's got some real stories. You should do a vlog at a graveyard live stream in the dark. Oh, I'd love that. Yeah. Oh my God, I would love to do that. I could
Well,
read
that
for
would
you
be
as well with
funny.
him. Where are you doing now? Go on, Jim.
We should do that. That would be, oh my God.
Would you do it? Because you're a
I would
wuss.
do it. I would do it, yeah.
Oh my God, we should so do it. Perhaps we should do it at Halloween.
I'd do it there because I know from where I am.
Where?
That one at the bottom of the road. It's literally over there, down.
Is it? I'm trying to think where it is. That'd be good though.
Big old graveyard.
Do you know the only part of a body that goes into the next life is your eyes? I did not know that. I did not know that. I'm a medium, used to be a large, but nipped it in the bud by going to the gym. Colchester's not that far from where we are. We're in Kent, so it's not far. I'd love to have a proper reading done. I really would. But yeah, we're back Monday. Tuesday, we've got Mickey Hazard on the show, which will be good fun. But like I say, we may do one after the England game, but I don't know because I don't know if I'm even going to watch it. I'm so bored of the football at the minute. Investigations in asylums.
There's one of them down the road as well.
Yeah, but it's got people in it.
No.
No. There's an abandoned asylum up the road, Jimbo.
Oh my God.
I'm going to ask Mickey on Tuesday if he believes in ghosts. I reckon he does. He's quite a spiritual person, so I reckon he does. But I'm going to ask him. If anyone's got any questions they want to ask him, make sure you put it on the page underneath the show so I can ask him. What was you going to say, Jim?
It's Stoke-on-Trent. If any of his stuff is online for us to look at.
Yeah, if you said about a Facebook group because I'd like to have a little nosy. But yeah, that's it really. I think that's it for today. I think we've covered everything we wanted to cover. Speak to you soon, Vindaloo. Thanks for coming in. I know it's not what a lot of people expect, and it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's different, isn't it?
It's fun.
It's fun. It's a little bit chilled.
Yeah, it breaks it up in the when the football season's off.
Otherwise, we're all just talking about the same things. Yeah, look, Parallel World to the Unknown, it's called. So, listen, have a great... oh, no, too much information. I hope that's not true. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day, enjoys this lovely weather. I don't think we'll be back tomorrow, but we might. If we do, it will be later on in the day. We could do one late afternoon, Jimbo.
Okay.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see what the weather's like, see how we feel.
On what day?
Tomorrow.
No, I can't do one in the morning. It's
That's
my
what I'm
sister-in-law's and my nephew's birthday.
Yeah.
On the same day.
And my nephew has just announced that he and his girlfriend are having a baby. So we're going to be great aunt and uncle. Well done, guys. Can't believe how open I was about my gift. Yeah, it's good, interesting to see. Thanks to everyone for taking part. Yeah, sometimes you've got to be a little bit light, and yeah, don't forget to look under the bed tonight.
We'll have a problem with our bed. It's about 2 inches off the ground.
Same with
so it'd be a skinny old ghost.
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much to everyone for taking part. It's been fun. Make sure you smash a like. Thank you, Drew Lala. And thanks, Richard. Says happy birthday to Jimbo's nephews and congratulations to Kate nephews having a baby. Yes, happy birthday to my sister Jen and my nephew Tom, and also my nephew. Congrats on the baby news. Also, massive shout out to Hope and Faith. Faith and Hope, who watch the channel. Two little How old are they? 9?
8 and
9 on Sunday.
They were 9, yeah. So, and then massive Spurs fans. So, Faith and Hope, massive shout out to them as well. Bless their little hearts. Ghosts definitely exist. If folk think death is the end, they're seriously misguided. I used to worry about dying, not anymore. Your bed is 2 inches off the ground. Levitation. Sorry, Pete Chambers, you've just missed the show, but please watch it on. Watch it back because it was interesting. A lot of good stories in chat as well. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the weekend if we don't see you. And yeah, don't forget to check the bed before when you go to sleep. Make sure there's no ghosties. And big up to Chang for the super chat and also for the member chat. But have a great day. And as always, come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you ghosts and ghoulies and witches.